What's up, you guys? Sorry for the late review, but better late than ever, I guess. I'm going to preface this by saying that I never read the books, so I don't know how accurate or inaccurate the movie was to the original source material. For those of you who have read the books, I hope it was, because for me, seeing this for the first time in the movies and knowing nothing at all going in, like I knew nothing about the characters, what the movie was supposed to be about. I mean, nothing at all. I was very pleasantly surprised. This movie was brilliant, spectacular, grandiose. It didn't have a lot of action in it. I'm just going to get that out of the way because I've heard people complain about how draggy and how it didn't have a lot of action sequences in the movie. But this movie was more about the story and the journey of Timothy Chalamet's character Paul, who, though it wasn't made abundantly clear to me until about halfway through the movie, ends up being the protagonist in the movie. But it wasn't supposed to be about, at least that's the impression I get. They didn't focus so much on the fighting, and I hope that's because it was trying to be true to the original source material, which is why I kind of like forgive it, because there wasn't really anything from, at least in my opinion, to complain about. I like a good story. I like a good plot. I like learning about the characters in the movie, where they're from, what's going on, how a story is progressing. And this film did a phenomenal job of delivering all of that. I mean, what a stellar cast of actors that we had in this movie, from Timothy Chalamet, Josh Brolin, Oscar Isaac did a phenomenal job with his character Leto, and even Jason Momoa. Now, we all know Jason Momoa isn't particularly known for his versatile acting abilities, but I don't know, man. I like Jason. I think he's cool, man. He does all right. And for me, he provided that much needed, at certain points in the movie, that much needed glimmer of hope, where you kind of needed a hero. But the movie didn't end up being about him, and ended up being about the character Paul, played by Timothy Chalamet, which, again, another actor that knocked it out of the park. Probably the best performance out of everybody in the movie. An argument could be made for Rebecca Ferguson, because she also did a phenomenal job. But again, like I said, an awesome ensemble of actors who just killed it. You do get a couple of action sequences, fighting scenes, and I thought they were pretty good. But again, if they kept it short and sweet with the fighting scenes, because of how the book is, or the original book, and I say book, even though I know there's more than one, because I assume we're going to get more than one Dune. And for those of you who are saying that you don't know if we're going to get another Dune, I'd remind you that when the movie starts, it says part one in the very beginning. So I can only assume that we're going to get a part two, maybe even a part three. I don't know. Are they going to do all the books? I don't know. I hope they do, because this movie was just, it was spectacular. It was so, everything just felt so big. Even the music score, I mean, it was just so good. Everything about it. There was nothing I can really complain about. I was so immersed in the story, the way it was told, the way the characters pulled you into the emotion, whether it was they were trying to convey fear or anger or sadness, or even, even though there wasn't a lot of it, happiness. They just did such a kick-ass job, and I was so into this movie. I really hope that they do make a part two, and I assume they will, because of the way they left off with the first one. I don't really want to get too deep into it because honestly, I could gush about this movie and go on and start getting into like the particulars and things, but I don't want to give stuff away. So I'll just keep it short, sweet, and to the point. This was a great movie. Don't get hung up on the fact that there's not a lot of action sequences. I don't think that the movie was particularly designed for that intent and purpose. It was I really believe that, and I hope I'm right when I say this, that the director was trying to make the movie as accurate to the original source material as possible. I'm gonna give this movie a 9.5. This is one of the better movies that I've seen in recent memory, and I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with the second movie. I'm almost 100% sure we're gonna get another one. But with that said, I'm gonna get out of here, you guys. Please post your comments below. Let me know what you think. I'd love to talk about this without spoiling anything, of course, for those of you who didn't see it. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time.